Don't attack me yet. I'm not ready yet. This is fine. Okay. Yay, everything works. Except my voice. Okay. Okay. One second, let me just post one more thing. Okay, that's fine. Sorry. I'm almost there. Okay. Cool. Well, I'm sorry I wasn't around on Sunday. I wasn't feeling very good, but I didn't really have anything planned to do this afternoon, so I thought I would just play some Lotro. I don't even know what I'm doing. Right, I've done that quest. I think I've got to kill some Garrodan around here. I've been doing all the Evendim quests. Because I'm like level 39, so I wanted to finish up Evendim and go to Numenas and do all the stuff there as well. I always find that level 40 to 50 is kind of painful for me. Because the quests are all really spread around. Oh, I might need to go all the way up there. That's why I was going that way. I need to go all the way up there. Yeah, and I really hate Angmar. It's like my least liked area in the whole game. I like Eregion, but that's like level 38. So you can't really go there too early. Not 38, 48. Well, there's Garrodan here as well, so that's fine. There's also Froghill as well, but I'm not too fond of the quests there either. And the Misty Mountains doesn't really have enough quests to actually get you to 45. Really. Though I could try doing the fellowship stuff. I think that's probably where I'm gonna head next. Yeah, let's leave that about there. The waterfall is quite loud. This is it. This looks like the pool. The waters feel calm. The waters calm and softly glow. They feel cool against your legs. Right, done those. That one is just aiding them. That one is also aiding them. Gather the wards. It's music from Mirkwood. I think it's just to kill them. Shaman from the north. Yeah, that's just to kill them. I can find some more down this ways. What's this? Control over a numberness. I see. Better reputation. Guess I'm gonna have to kill this one. Let's try and clear that one over there. Nice. Oh, there's the statues. Music is so dramatic. Thank you for the sub. How are you doing? A sub even though I barely stream 4 times a month. Oh dear. I should probably just move towards the actual quest rather than just mindless killing. I don't even remember where the things are. I think there's something further up here. Doing awesome. I'm after a long workout in the forest. My sugar levels are so good that I can't believe it. That's really good. I'm glad that things are going well. I haven't really left the house in a few days, to be honest. When did I last go out? Shit. Well, I was meant to go out Wednesday. I did go out on Wednesday because I went to go and have dinner with Grumpy. And I am going out today, so... Although it's just set in a cinema, but that's fine. Because it takes like 40 minutes to walk there. Oh, I think I've still got... I've got to go all the way down here before I can come back up here and do it. Damn. I should have done that quest before. Tuesday it was 248. Normally it's below 140. Today was 153. And then it was 118. Nice! That's really good. Oh shit. Yeah. Oh my god. That sounds really scary. Like, what would they do? But they have to just sort of like filter it out somehow. Collect the spear. And I've got to collect more of these ward things. Oh, he didn't even aggro. Okay. Guess the fire was like blocking him. You try out different doses of medications and then see how you react. After a few days, once it's all stabilized, they let you out. Currently doing no medications or just lowering it by exercise and change of food. That's really good that, like, you've just had to change certain things and that's been helping a lot. That's really good. Yeah. Hey, Serial Walrus. How are you doing? It does in skirmishes because it reduces the rewards you get at the end. Like marks, I think you get less of. In the world just now though, like normally you don't really get anything. If you die, you can either retreat or you can res immediately where you are, where you've died, and then you can't do it for a certain amount of time. I think it's like an hour you can't do it, but it doesn't affect anything. You don't lose anything. Although I think your items get damaged, but that's not really a problem. Basically, dying is like not even a problem at all. And that's why I'm just like barely even thinking about it. Yeah, it does. Yeah, there's housing in Bree, the Shire, Eredluin is where all the elven houses are. And there's also housing in Gondor. But the Gondor ones are like really big and special premium houses. Oh yeah, and Thorin's Gate for the dwarves. Thanks. Oh my god, Arkasaur would be so mad at me for forgetting the dwarves. We don't talk about the dwarves here. No, because I just forget about them. Oh, it's just a joke that we do. No, don't go behind the rock. What's wrong? They exist. Oh my god. Oh, this way was a mistake. Right, there is one over there. That one is done. Oh, it was defeat them at the place. So I do need to go back up. Oh. Of course. I have to go to the same place like 3 times. Maybe I can try and go this way. Ugh. Okay, that's fine. Do you think the new Lotro will kill this one? I don't think so, no, because a lot of people who play this one are lifetimers. And lots of people have already spent a lot of money on this one. And I think the majority of the player base are just people who have been coming back to it for years and years. So I don't think that it's gonna kill this one. I think what's eventually gonna kill this one is people just not playing it anymore because there's not really any incentive for new players. And there's no marketing or attraction for new players. So I think eventually when everyone stops playing this one, then it will die. But it won't be because of the new one. Streamed from Lotro yesterday too. Oh, that's cool. I think it was the first time I logged my main guardian in like 150 days. It's lower level than the one we played together. Wow. Were you still VIP? Oh, you must be, because otherwise we wouldn't be able to go on the legendary server. What level is your main one? 80. That's cool. Oh, you know what? There's an easier way to do this. Which is what I was doing yesterday. Just porting to Tinadir and using the travel to go back to the quest givers.
What do you need? What can I do for you?
Oh shit, I'm supposed to be reading it. Although I didn't read the intro to these quests. No, I'll read them.
What can I do for you?
Good, you have done exactly as I asked. I hope the Gardain were not too much trouble. In any case, now we have what we need to begin setting our final plan into motion, which Urchiel will describe to you. Crazy thing about today's fast walk is that I lost 1.5 kilograms just by sweating because I checked my weight before and after. Oh my gosh. That's a lot. But wouldn't it also be like water levels as well in your body? Like, well, I mean, obviously, but yeah. Because your weight fluctuates like throughout the day. Yeah.
Negavanen.
Ah, I see you have returned with the relics of the Gardain. Excellent. They are crude as I expected, but they also show more sinister signs. Some of the work is influenced by the customs of orcs and goblins. The relationship is distant and perhaps they have no dealings with each other for some considerable time, but it does not bode well for our chances of coming to a reasoned understanding with them, I'm afraid. Lithuithin's tender temperaments aside, I fear that our next course may best be one of decisive action. Hopefully he will not be too upset with me. Let's see what we have here. Let's get this stew.
What do you need?
It seems you have fought well against the Gardain, but from your descriptions of their savagery I realize that I have been hastily and foolish myself. Forgive me, I have fought a great many battles and lost many things I have cared for and become something of a creature of habit. The way of the sword comes to my hand and thoughts are readily as breathing, and I fear it may always be so. I have misjudged the Gardain. They are feral and brutal perhaps, but unlike the Craven orcs and goblins, it seems they are yet unbowed and carry a great pride with them. They will not be cowed by such an assault. I will consult with Lithuithin? Oh my god. That name! On the matter, for he is gentler in his own manner, a more clever elf than I. I am certain... And certainly his mind is less clouded with thoughts of glory long lost. We will speak again shortly when I have had more time to consider our next course of action. Oh my gosh! Winnie, thank you so much for the raid. I really appreciate that. Hey you guys. How is everyone doing? How is your stream? What were you streaming? It was 102 before breakfast. Ate breakfast, went to the forest, came back and I weighed 101. That's pretty good. Nice.
How can I be of service?
It was fine until I hit Borora and scared myself. I mean, a small goal is gonna be epic. I actually haven't really looked at it much. I'm really behind with like all the endgame stuff. I was like, I saw, I think the last place I really looked at properly was the northern Mirkwood area and Dale and Erebor. After that I've just been kind of like, yeah, just doing my own thing. Back in Evendim. I haven't quite finished the Vale of Anduin yet. I think that's like... So I think the order was... Wasn't it Erebor and Northern Mirkwood? Then I think... I was looking at it yesterday. And then I think they did they do the Iron Hills after that? And then I think the Vales of Anduin. The Grey Mountains. They've done so much. I'm so behind. I think my main character is still on like 115. Which is embarrassing. I've just sort of abandoned them. Hey, BGW? What do you want me to call you? How are you doing? Welcome. Hello, Mordor, my old friend. Oh. Mordor was really difficult for me. Because it was still, it was before they made it easier, I think. It was like when it just sort of came out, I was doing Mordor and it was just... Have you been hibernating? Just ignoring everything. Just doing all low-level stuff. Yeah, some of it was good though. But, it's probably much easier now. The water glowed lightly, then felt cool against your legs. I believe that means it worked, and whatever damage may have been done by the Garadane should fade from the lake.
Negavanid.
With these things done, it is now time to draw the line. What line?
Lend me your ear.
Now then, as a warrior of some renown, I am all too accustomed to doing battle, and always I contend with and offer the threat of death. Against such means... I can't, like, read today. Against such mean foes as goblins and orcs, this threat itself is often sufficient to break their spirits and send them back into the darkness unless they are driven by powerful masters, but not so with the Garadane. As Lithwithin has reminded me, men such as they, who are still free of spirit and pride, often place greater value upon the unseen and unfelt worlds than they do upon their own lives. Saren, thank you for the follow. The wards were the clue, and it is this that we shall play upon to keep our respective camps safely separated. You may have noticed a number of Garadane markers along the shore of the river just north of here. Those mark the current boundaries of the Garadane's territory, at least as they see it. But they do not in any way prevent them from crossing further into our stretch of the forest. That we shall now change. I have changed the wards you bought me and added a few flourishes. If you add these to the boundary markers, they will no longer represent mere territorial boundaries, but wards of doom to the Garadane. A warning that any who cross put their very spirits into absolute peril. The Garadane may not respect our swords and bows, but this they shall not lightly ignore. I see, so that's the line they want to draw. You should play more. On stream, preferably. What, like the endgame stuff? Well, I say that loosely because it's not really endgame where I am anymore, but like the higher level stuff. I guess I could. I think I was doing Mirkwood on stream like, God, maybe over a year ago when it first came out. Was it 2 years ago? No, it must have been like a year ago. But I just got really like ragey. So maybe like with more patience I could do it. Only play on stream. Read it all in your best American accent. No, I don't want to butcher it. No offense. So, as you defeated the Garadane, they begin to scatter and flee. Good. They will think twice before returning to that place. Oh, we've got an ent here.
You are far from home.
My roots taste fresh water. Once more. Whom? For the first in a long time, the elven rills are purified. Oh, thank God he doesn't have another quest. Oh my gosh. Found the British supremacist. No! But it would be like reading Lord of the Rings in an American accent. No one wants that. No offense. Maybe Americans do. Maybe. They look the same to me. But she did say she changed them. For a minute that looked like a golden snitch or something. It was really odd. What? Oh, it's up there. On the map it was on the other side. There it is. Last one. Oh. All I did was like ruin your statue thing. Alright, I need to go down here now to get the treasure thing. This is a nice place. Evendim's really nice. Lotro must be read in a British accent, also Nilnadis. Oh, is that Golden Snitch in Lotro? Well, okay, Harry Potter is also British, so, you know. I didn't say it has to be read in a British accent, but it's preferable. Swift travel to Hogwarts. That would be good. Easy. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. If it once marked the location of the treasure, it has surely been found. The marker bears an inscription, all but worn away by the passage of time. The inscription on this stone marker is barely legible, but these words can just be made out. High atop Dole, hey dear, beyond the gloaming falls, wolfkin men will guard my last. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. And I know exactly where that is. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's not a quest. Well, it is a quest, but not yet. Some other quest thing.
Greetings.
That's my answer. Well, not great. I actually put a really long message on Facebook last night. Well, like 1 in the morning. Asking if people can help me out, like, or give me some advice or something, because I don't really know what to do. 3.6 out of 10. Not great, not terrible. Yeah, that's about right. But yeah, I had a phone call with my sister this morning who lives in Australia, and I haven't seen her in years, and I haven't like heard her voice in years as well, so it was really nice. And she was basically just telling me like, do whatever you want. It's fine. And she said that I should start doing something part-time, like dog walking or something. So I signed up to this service earlier today, so I've got to wait for that to be approved and stuff to see if I can use the service. Because I don't really know how else to start. It's like this app thing that people use. And yeah, I've had a lot of nice messages from people basically being like, it's fine, you're not useless to society. Just because you're not working, it's fine. Yeah, I would like to do walking more. It's just been really gross and raining a lot. And there's not really anywhere nice, well, that nice to go. I guess there's like the New Forest I can go to. That's not far. The stone marker is surrounded by signs of digging. If it once marked the location of the treasure, it has surely been found. The marker bears an inscription, all but worn away by the passage of time. The inscription on this stone marker is barely legible, but these words can just be made out. The end of your search lies at the beginning. My treasure was always there, but you did not see. This new riddle may reveal the true location of the treasure. I love the views of Evendim. It's so nice. I'm sure there's plenty to see if you look out for interesting things. Yeah, maybe. I think what like gets in the way is that I don't have any like people to go anywhere with. And it's just all like houses and shops. Like, you have to walk quite far to get anywhere nice. Like in my town, for example, on the surface, it's a total hole with nothing fun. But I learned there's over 100 monuments in it, so my goal next week is to visit them all and photograph them. That's a really cool idea. And that does sound really fun. Maybe there's something like that I can do. I should do something like that. Yeah. Is there no Lotro AR up yet? I play Pokemon Go, so sometimes I use that.
How can I be of service?
Oh, well done, my friend. That should greatly reduce the threat of the Garadane for the time being. That line of wards will neither prevent their crossing indefinitely, nor will it stop some of their most insistent or brave hunters from intruding. But I will deal with those as I must. Oh, me. What it will do is prevent open war from erupting between their tribe and those of us here in the Eve Spires, and that is enough for now. You have my deepest gratitude, and though I have no more tasks for you, you may wish to speak with Lithwithin or Longbow and see if either of them requires your aid. None of them do.
Home now. What business have you with the Eds?
Wikipedia does a Wiki Loves Monuments month where they want you to take pictures of monuments for their use. That's really cool. Maybe I should look at doing that. Because that sounds like a really good idea. And it gives me like... it would give me a challenge and something to do as well that would make me feel like I achieved something. I've also been looking at going to this group therapy thing, which sounds cool. I was meant to go to one on Wednesday, but I chickened out. But I found another one which was recommended by a friend, and she said that she would go with me, so that would be really good. It's like really scary because I'd never been there before. I'd never been to that part of the city before, and I didn't know anyone who was going, and I didn't know what it would be like. They just basically had a leaflet that was like, yeah, just go, it's fine. You don't need to sign up or contact anyone. And I was like, but you can look at Google Maps, see which places lack nice photos and do them. I could do that. Google local guides. Yeah, I'm sure there's loads of stuff. I don't know why, I just never really thought to do it. I guess there's just always that part that's like, oh, just stay in, it's easier. Just don't go out, it's easier. Oh, it's raining, don't bother, sort of thing. I remember when I booked a meeting with a psychiatrist, I walked back and forth in front of it like 2 times, then walked down the street where a small shop was, bought a chocolate, ate it whole. I remember you telling me that. Chocolate's good. It makes you happier, apparently. Which is interesting because I've kind of gone off chocolate a little bit. And that's crazy to say because I've literally eaten chocolate every single day for like my whole life. And now I'm a bit like, no sweets for me at all anymore. That's really sad. Can you not have any like dessert that's sugar free? Even without sugar in it, you're still... Maybe. Oh. There must be some desserts made without sugar. But if you don't have a sweet tooth anyway, then it's not really a massive deal. Well, it is, but like if you're not really that into desserts, then maybe.
Home, the men dressed in wolfskins are of no concern anymore. So says the silky-haired ones. I believe them, whom the trees of the mountain they are atop no longer call to me. They have returned to slumber. The trees to the south, though, scream out in agony. They call for help. Big men, giant men, nearly as tall as Longbow, whom rip the trees from the ground. I can feel their agony.
Where's Onion? Are you doing Eeyore? No, I'm doing the ends! Oh my gosh.
You may be of service to me.
Onion loves the ends. I must beg your pardon, for we have forgotten to mention how we keep the giants convinced that this forest is haunted. It is easier than you might assume. I need you to collect some berries from the bushes that grow in this part of the forest. They're quite sweet, but I suggest that you not sample them, lest you find yourself led far astray by their effects. The taste may be flavourful, but they are more intoxicating than the stoutest of dwarf ales. Bring me several handfuls, and I will prepare a fine treat for the giants. They can be found south of the Eve Spires and east of Amon.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
There is a band of hill giants who have taken up residence at the western edge of the forest. Nasty brutes they are, and taken to smashing trees and tromping the underground in such a fashion that it makes Longbow's knots itch just to consider it. Now, I myself prefer battles of trickery to those of the blade when dealing with fellows thrice my height and 1/10 of my wit, and so I suggest this plan to you. For some years now I have instilled a fear of wood spirits and sprites in the giants. Nay, there are none such at least not hereabouts. But the giants do not know that. Flickering lights in the distant woods, the unexplained disappearances of important things, strange and unearthly sounds, all the sort of things you might use to scare children and keep them from wandering into a dangerous wood. The giants are little wiser than children themselves, and much of the same ploy keeps them out of this forest. Usually. The giants have been growing bolder again of late. Perhaps you could raise the spirits once more? I happen to know that one of the giants that guards the outskirts of their encampment has a cherished lucky stone he keeps near his person. A rock of no true value, I would wager. See if you can snatch it away when his attention is elsewhere. There is a small rock cairn I left nearby to help provide a means of distraction. Be sure to move quickly and stay unnoticed, or you will likely be stepped on. Good advice, don't get stepped on.
Will you lend me your ear?
I fear things have gone awry and taken another dangerous turn. It seems that a stone giant of some actual cunning and intelligence has arisen to leadership among the giants of Amon, and I cannot ignore such an ominous portent. Giants are very powerful creatures and dangerous at the best of times, but they are fractious and chaotic, and it is quite rare for a strong leader to arise among them. The consequences of such are usually disastrous, for few forces can stand against an organised warband of giants. Even Urkiel, maybe it's meant to be Urkiel, and Longbow would likely find themselves overmatched should it come to that. In this instance, I am afraid that this newly arisen leader must not be allowed to strengthen his control over the giants, or they might easily overwhelm these forests. Alas, it is not within my power to defeat him, and Urkiel and Lithwifin must stand guard over the eave spires. Might you defeat him for me? I might. Cool. Oh, I'm right on the edge of where all the berries are, supposedly. I don't see any more. There's some. Aha. I don't know why I didn't ride. Maybe I should. Maybe that would help. I think I was hoping it would be closer. Oh shit. He's not so tough. Oh, and his bear disappears. That was easy. Why walk when you can ride? Let's go through the middle. I'm wary of the ones that are walking around. I think he's going to the other side of the camp though. How many bears? Where is the stone that I'm supposed to go? I'm supposed to pick up. Oh, there it is. I didn't even need to go the other way. Ow. That wasn't a nice clap in the face. What is a nice clap in the face? True. Maybe a nice clap in the face would be like applause, although that's not normally in the face.
How can I be of service?
That was very well done. Please forgive me for asking such of you. Urchiel and Lithwithin have striven for many years to avoid the conflict and strife of the world at large, but in these years it presses ever closer, and I fear that they may find themselves called away to fight in yet another war. Urchiel has already fought her share, Nelnardis. I have seen it in her face, as the dreams of ages past intrude upon her slumber and crease her beautiful brow with worry and care. I have seen the ancient fire alight in her eyes when it seems that danger may be upon us yet again. I would have her see no more of those dreams, if it lies within my power, and I thank you greatly for your aid. May the world show you kindness in your travels. I think someone's got a crush.
What can I do for you?
You have returned, and with the giant's keepsake no less. Well done indeed. Now that you have proven yourself up to the task, I have a somewhat more complicated duty for you. Actually, she doesn't, but she will in a minute, I think.
Lake of Anor.
Face applause seems mighty sarcastic. It does actually, yeah. These seem fresh and vibrant and should do quite nicely. Allow me a few minutes to prepare a batch. Giants have a constitution to match their great size, and this is one of the few drafts that can have any real effect on them. Just wait and you shall see what I mean.
Greetings to you.
All of the preparations are ready. Now we drive them off for good.
Sweet-eyed Melan, will you stay on?
The giants tend to gather each day for a large meal somewhere near the southern end of their encampment, where they have placed an enormous stew pot. Your goal is simplicity itself. Make your way quietly to the pot in their midst and slip this into their meal, then escape before you are stepped on. If you can manage to stay nearby, you may find the events to follow amusing. Well, he knows how I like my amusing events. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go to the loo. Hey, I'm back. And I have tea. Hey Kevin, Greenleaf. How are you doing? This screen would be nice actually. I'll take a screenshot. Maybe I'll use it. No. Don't dehorse me, Pauls. What's everyone up to today? I reckon I'm gonna play this for a couple more hours and then I'm gonna go to the cinema and see Maleficent 2 with Grumpy. Now, can I get up this slope? That's really strange. It doesn't look like you can go up it, but you can. Oh, damn it, I got too close. But too close again. Avoiding responsibility as usual. Same. Rude. You poured Lithwithin's draft into the giant stew pot. Let's see what happens. A stone giant warrior greedily gobbles down the tainted stew.
It feels funny. What is that? Spiders? Ah! It is the spirits! Again! They're back! They're coming out of the forest, thousands of them! Keep them away! They cannot be killed! Keep them off me! This time I will destroy them all! They're biting me! Get them off! Ah!
That's really brutal. I feel sorry for them. Oh well.
What can I do for you?
Time to reap the rewards.
Greetings to you.
They have long believed these woods to be haunted, and now I believe they will take this opportunity to leave them.
Home now. What business have you with the Eds?
With the big people gone and the branches cleared, I can finally see the forest floor and what is poisoning the roots of all of us. The Twisted Grove, once a place that I called home, has become foul and corrupted. The trees there now live and move, but not as Ents or Hurons. They have been twisted into wood trolls, dangerous abominations of nature. I know not what has caused this all to happen, what has driven my woods to be against me.
Greetings, friend. Will you lend me your ear?
We must learn more about the power which has corrupted the Twisted Grove and now seeps into the surrounding forest. It is dark and evil, but we know nothing of its source. Head to the Twisted Grove and gather any sickened or dead plants you may find. From them I may be able to determine what it is that we truly face.
Might you spare a moment of your time?
Beneath the Twisted Grove is a pool of water. From this source, the trees and the wood trolls' roots bring in their nutrients and also their corruption. The waters of that pool are foul and poisoned. I have collected a few more of Longbow's tears, and believe that they may purify this pool like they did the Garadane tainted one. Head within the Twisted Grove and pour this into the waters below. You sound like the giant crying for help as it's circling the drain of a kitchen sink in an even larger giant's home. What?
Mind my words, traveler.
Something seems to be amiss on the edge of the forest, well to the south of here. A party of wood trolls, led by one called Heartrot, has dwelled there for some time, but now their power seems to be growing and threatens to twist the forest around them to evil and hatred. Seek out these trolls and winnow their numbers. If you can slay enough of them, then Heartrot should be driven to confront you and you may destroy him, thus removing the source of this trouble. And I think there's an instance for this one because I remember doing an instance. It might be after these. Might be after these quests. Oh my god, I just keep yawning. That's so bad. I need more oxygen. Oh, I think I'm around the wrong side. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. It's a yawn emote. I used to have a yawn counter, but I think at the moment it's sarcasm resistance. Actually, I didn't start it. That's better. Nope, don't dehorse me, please. I am on the wrong side. This place looks different. Maybe it's just I haven't been here in a while. Oh, seriously? Maybe I can just jump down. Fair one. If it wouldn't keep interrupting me. Damn it. I stupidly did low cut, which is an AoE, which just broke the fear. But that's fine. Now I can do the pour the tears. The water bubbles and glows for a moment before the darkness and murk returns. I need to kill one more rotting wood troll. And I need 3 more of those rotted limbs that were on the ground. Hey Skydom, how are you doing? It's been ages. I don't see a rotting wood troll yet. And that was the wrong thing to track them. Troll kind, I guess. Oh, it's foes. I tried to track animals. Yeah. Yeah, it has been some time, hasn't it? I streamed like last week. I think I only missed out like 1 week. Last Sunday. So like basically 2 weeks. I've been doing not great, but not terrible. We came back to Lotro and what is it, the 6th age already in Middle Earth? I've missed out 3 ages. Find and defeat heart rot. Oh, so I've got to go back down again. Okay. What have you been up to these days? This is Evendim. Heartrot has fled.
I am not so easily defeated. Do not underestimate my power. My unlimited power.
Evendim looks like the humidity is off the charts. Oh, seriously? Come on, just let me leave. Yeah, Evendim's always looked really warm. This and that, nothing major, boring as usual. Have you ever tried to create a writing stream where you crowdsource the story from your viewers? I haven't, but that sounds scary. No, I don't think I'd want to do that. I think I've seen some people do it, but no.
What can I do for you?
Writing for me is more of a solitary thing.
What do you need?
I think they mean like where you basically stream a Word document, like writing, and then people in the chat go, oh, you should do this, you should do that, and then you do it. Me neither. Is that not what you meant? I thought that's what you meant. It did not work, you say? The evil that is concentrated there must be ancient and foul to resist Longbow.
Greetings to you.
You have brought me the fallen limbs from the trees of the grove. These should offer some greater insight into what power now infects that dark place.
What do you need?
Unfortunately, it seems that there is more to this heart rot than we had first imagined. Whatever power lies in the Twisted Grove, its roots run deeper than we had suspected. Hey! Level 40! Thank you. And no trait points.
Stand now and rest a while.
Whom this is most concerning and perhaps beyond our grasp to save.
You should not be giving your
Look at all this
right name
text.
away like so.
10 out of 10 as always now. Thank you. I often try to confuse intentionally with words. Evendim is moist. Moist. That's a really weird way to put it.
Whom from the blighted branches you brought to us, I have divined much.
Thank you for the follow. Francisco, how you doing?
There was once an ancient tree in the southern forest whom I was once well acquainted with. But after the destruction wrought upon the forest during the wars long ago, it became withdrawn and would speak with me no more, even though my own despair at the acts of men was nearly as great. Now it seems that the wood trolls, particularly this one called Heart Rot, have whispered long to the Huron in its slumber and reawakened it under their thrall. Its heart is now black and twisted with their malice, and it will suffer no living thing of flesh in its domain Hom Tarum. And while I talked, Sauron got the ring.
Ten hours later.
Were that all that had transpired, I would pay it less heed, for the twisted heart's folly is its own, but now its roots run deep and far, ever grasping and twisting the trees that they touch, and the wood trolls will follow in its wake. I cannot allow the twisted heart to wrap the entire forest to its will. We must stand against it and fell both it and the vile troll that has corrupted it. Be careful, for the twisted heart's power has grown fell, and I fear it will be all we can do to face it in the place of its greatest strength. But we have no choice Tarum whom. Speak with me again when you're ready to leave. Sorry. It just seems so stupid to add that. It just seems so stupid to have that at the end of the dialogue. I'm not even gonna say it.
Are you prepared to leave, my little friend?
And no, that wasn't intentional actually, but it's funny that that's what it sounded like. I got a feeling by the time you'll finish Evendim, it will be 7th age. Yeah. Yeah. By the time I finish Evendim, I'm on the legendary server, so by the time I finish Evendim, I bet like Rohan will be finished. Both parts of Rohan. Home. The forest seethes with anger at the power of the twisted heart grows, and while I fear we have little time, haste will lead only to disaster. Tarum. Tarum. Are you fully prepared for what lies ahead? Be certain, for we face death should we falter. Hey Joxa, how are you doing? And Telerian. Sorry I didn't say hi. Think I missed Halloween. Nah, you're good. There's still time. Poor Ents if it's an emergency. You call the firefighters. We are burning.
Longbow the Ent has been roused to anger. The wood trolls of the Evespire are acting in league with the Black Warn, which was once under the Ent's guidance, and Longbow's determined to put an end to their mischief.
There is an evil here that does not belong.
Tarum, we have much work to do here. Follow me. It is time we put an end to this. Farum, follow me. He's so big. Which is difficult because then the subtitles go up here. One sec. Just sorting out my skills. I say to the enemies attacking me. Farum, The twisted heart lies dormant, its roots sunk deep into the earth. We must find them and cut off its sustenance.
No, this is on Anor. Anor, sorry. The legendary server. But I normally do play on Laurelin, yeah. Maybe I can spawn them. No. No. That doesn't work. Use Bard's Arrow. Been using it a lot already. I guess it's just because I got to level 40. Hey Bitcoin, how are you doing? Unverlined streaming. Hello. I'm just doing some questing in Evendim on the legendary server. Come on, Longbow. Just ignore me. Seems good.
We draw close to the roots of the twisted heart. Once they are destroyed, he will be forced to awaken, and then you must strike.
I'm your doorman now. I'm here to open the doors and wave to your guests. Aw, thank you.
Now prepare yourselves, little one, for we are about to get to the root of the matter. Once we begin, the twisted heart and its guardians will be fully aroused. And we shall be in great peril.
Hey Crows, thank you for the follow.
Enough time is now of the essence. Onwards, destroy the roots.
Even the end was like enough. Oh, come on, leave me alone, please. Trying to destroy the roots here.
The roots are cut. I will remain here to ensure the twisted heart remains cut off from the source of his sustenance. Destroy the tree swiftly.
Oh, I think I have to leave him with heart rot. Oops. And destroy the tree. Oh, now I have to kill the roots. Okay. Nomanas is in Evendim, right? Yep. That is where we will be heading next once I've done all these quests. This is a really bad place for the root to be. Oh. Back down to the roots. Maybe this will be the last shot. Hey. Now we can kill heart rot. Easy. The Twisted Grove has been cleansed.
Heart rot is destroyed. At last, this dark grove has been cleansed.
You have been an immense help to me.
Hot rod? What? Oh, heart rot.
Well fought, little one, whom the twisted heart has been uprooted and heart rot destroyed. Their corruption will spread no further. Eventually, this grove will return to what it was, but the healing shall take time. Let us be quit of this dark place, shall we?
It's gonna take you about 3 months to get through the Entwood. I know. I know.
You are far from home.
It has been ever so long since my blood has run with such heat and fervor. That was well fought, little one. Indeed, while I have little love for axes and swords, I had forgotten the enjoyable haste of battle. Tarum. Even now, though, I feel the anger of the forest subsiding as the twisted heart's influence fades. Soon some measure of peace shall return here, I think. Tarum, my thanks to you, little one. Your aid was most welcome. Please forgive my rudeness when we first met.
Let's not be hasty.
Oh god, he's got another quest. Hey, official Mr. Brit. I was doing quests for this Ent, so I was reading it in an Ent voice. The yawning, perfect timing. Can you just read that again? I missed it. Oh my gosh. You can look at the bod. Sorry. Would be funny if you were reading this in your tone and speed and then a silence of 5 seconds and then deep snoring. It's a cult? It's not a cult. But welcome. Hey, subbing to ugly people. Please don't sub me.
It seems you are more like the men who wear green than the tall elves or wolf-wearing ones. I like the ones who wear green. They are my friends. Let the rangers know that I am no longer tired. I had to. I am full of energy and will not rest until the west of their lake is filled with peaceful nature again.
First sign that something isn't a cult, everyone says it's a cult. True immersion. Thank you.
What do you need?
Right, enough of that now. There will be no more. At least not for a while.
What do you need?
Ents are very curious creatures indeed, so ancient, yet we know so little. I am glad you had the pleasure of not only meeting Longbao, but of aiding him. In the dark times to come, the Ents could prove to be very valuable allies. Now it is time to turn our attention to the south, and the city of my ancestors.
Could I speak with you a moment?
You have done much for us, and it feels unfair to ask for more, but I must. The tomb robbers we drove from Ratnos fled to the south and are now threatening our hold within the Way of Kings. The Way of Kings is where the ancient rulers of my people are buried. Those that watched over Numinas and Evendim from on high now sleep below. Their memories are to be cherished and thought of often, but their tombs are not to be disturbed. I've also heard rumours and whispers of another force amongst the ruins. I believe you have encountered them already within the estates to the east of here. I fear we have little time to determine their motives and defeat them before it will be too late. Head south to the Way of Kings and meet up with Nimbelas at his camp and see what you can do to help.
I will do that, but I will also go and find this buried treasure. Oh, I've also got to do that as well. I've got to go to Osperod. Welcome back. You probably only missed about one quest, considering the time it was taking me to do the end reading. Pardon me. I thought the same thing.
Oh my god, more yawning.
You noticed something you did not notice on your earlier examination of the stone marker, a small removable block from the rear of the marker itself. Inside the hollow space is a mouldy book. Oh, I'm just gonna port. I can't be bothered to go up here. I'm just gonna port.
A shadow is on my spirit.
What is that you bear? A book, reclaimed from the stone marker itself. Amazing, Nelnardus. Give it here so I may examine it. Time has not been kind to this book, but some of it appears to be legible. The diary of some member of a landowner's family, a daughter unless I miss my guess. This is a true treasure, Nelnardus. A record from out of our distant past. This is far more precious than I expected you to find. Thank you for your efforts and the weariness of your limbs. It was a long journey, but for such a find to be returned to us from out of the darkness is a thing of joy. Please take this reward along with my heartfelt gratitude. And his rewards are shit. All of that
all of that work. I guess you don't help
What do
the
you
rangers to get rich. My tea was cold. That's sad. Yeah. Isn't that how you're meant to drink tea?
Can't you leave me to my misery?
I was afraid you would return with such news, Donardus. Nat was a good hunter, well liked by the people here, and will be missed. I will return the pack to his family and give them these sad tidings. You say he spoke of the Garadane? Yes, I feared as much. They have always been a danger to those who find themselves in Emun Wheel. But it has been so many years since last they proved so bold. Something must be done,
Might I
Nonardus.
take a moment of your time?
Well, I'm gonna accept it, but I'm not gonna do it, so... Not yet, anyway.
What do you need?
So I'm not gonna bother reading it. You're meant to sip it. Yeah, but you only sip it because it's hot. It was cold, so I had to, like, down it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to drink it. Like Russians drink a shot of vodka. Yeah, it was like a cold shot of tea. I drink tea like hot dogs. With ketchup. That would be gross. Ketchup, you uncultured swine.
How can I be of service?
Well, I don't eat hot dogs, so I soak my buns in it. Oh, hey, Yulberry, how are you doing? Yeah, I'm still gonna be here for another hour and a half, I think. So don't worry. Nice to see you. Minute rain.
Greetings.
There is much work to be done, and if we are to succeed, it must be done quickly.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I'm glad to finally get some aid. We have been trying to do all that we can down here, but with every move we make, our enemies are already there waiting for us. I have discovered why, but we just have not had the numbers to do anything about it. Not long after you freed Ratnos, several boats landed on the shore here. I watched a meeting between the newly arrived tomb robbers and the forces of Angmar. Afterwards, the robbers headed up into the hills, and the Angmaran resumed their search. I can only fathom that an accord was struck. The tomb robbers would spy for Angmar and report on our movements from above. In return, Angmar would give the robbers any relics from the city that they did not want. If we are to move forward into the Way of Kings, the ancient burial ground of our ancestors' rulers, our actions must be shrouded to the enemy. For this to happen, we must empty the hills and claim them for ourselves.
Could I speak with you a moment?
I don't know, Skydom, but I must have been doing those quests for at least an hour. But I was doing other stuff for other people there as well. It's 1 AM here in Eastern Australia. and I have got a test at 10:30 AM as one of two to get my next driving license. It's a computer-based test that tests me on hazards. Good luck. I hope you do well. Grumpy's actually gonna start learning to drive soon. Is the I'm guessing the other test that you have to do is the practical one? Stay a moment, for I would speak with you. My people are much concerned with the protection of the ancient Dunedain heritage of Anomanas and the surrounding lands, but we are stretched thin. We have on occasion hired some of the more adventurous folk of Ostvarod to the northeast to help protect the old manors and crypts from despoiling. One such worthy, by the name of Alfred Whiteley, keeps watch over some of the tombs of Menarain. If you would, please take these supplies to him, return to the mainland and follow the shore road north and east into Menarain. Shortly after reaching that place, the burial ground for many of the ancient kings of my people, you will see steps carved into the hillside. Climb the steps to Alfred Whitley's camp. He has been away for some time and is surely running short of provisions. Return to me when you have given him these supplies and I will reward you for the trouble.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Just wanted to tell you both good luck, we're all counting on you. Bye Skyden, thanks for hanging out. Have a good day. I have been watching the robbers as they have moved about the hills above us. They seem to focus on two primary ruins, Thamsark and Tham Legammon. Legammon? I know from my days as a child playing in those hills of a third ruin, Arthurbell. The tower that stands there would make for a very strategic position. You could clearly see over the Way of Kings below you, watch the waters of the Branduin to the southeast, and on a clear day see Tinadir. Last I remember, the heavy doors to that place were sealed tight, and none had been within in many years. I ask you to venture to the southwest, look up into the hills to the entrance and look around to see if you notice any recent activity there.
Would you do something for me?
Thamsark has not been a site of much importance before this week. Earlier in the week, the tomb robbers occupied it and began looting it. While the looting angers me, they are presenting a larger issue with which we must deal with. Whenever we move, I see glints of light from the hillside. We know the Angmarim and the tomb robbers have an accord, so they must be signalling them as to our actions. This is something we cannot allow to continue. We must hinder their ability to signal each other about our every move. Head to Thamsark and collect the mirrors the tomb robbers are using to alert the Angmarim.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Some people go through life never changing, always repeating the same mistakes and errors time and time again. Seems the tomb robbers here in Evendim are no different. After Ratnos, the few that remained and fled had a choice to make. A defining moment in their lives. They could have returned to Ostvarod and started to live honourable lives again. Most sailed south instead. They have come here, made bargains with an enemy they cannot fathom, and have returned to their old ways. While they use Thamsark to signal the Angmarim below, they are also stripping it bare. They have had their chances and moments, and defied them all. They have been judged, and it is time they accept their sentence. Harsh.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Like the tomb robbers in Thamsark, those camping in Legamon are also alerting Angmar to our activities, but in a different manner. These have longbows with which they fire burning arrows at us. That allows them to track us in the night and eliminate stealth as a tactic for us. Thus it has caused us many difficulties. I would like you to take the longbows from them. If we cannot freely move throughout the Way of Kings, we cannot proceed, and we must proceed. Oops. Never mind. They were getting annoying anyway.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Up on the hill above us, if you travel to the west, you will find the ruins of Tham Legamon. This was the rulers' retreat during the days of the North Kingdom. They would go there, stare down upon their city, the lake, and their ancestors, and ponder the future. Now, a foul presence occupies the ruins, and while they look down upon all the same things, their purpose is dark and evil. Tomb robbers have come to fill these ruins. They are ransacking more from it each and every day. The robbers must be stopped. There are not many more beyond these few here in the hills. If we draw the final line here, I believe Evendim may have a future free of them. Oh my gosh, there's so many things to do. I think there's stuff up here. Alfred Whiteley is missing, but you see a journal among his things. He's literally just here. They could have just come themselves. 17th of September. And so at last I return, for the first time, to my ancestral home near Anummanas. My lineage lives long in our ancient manor, and it is a necessary and proper thing that the children of the Dunedain come at least to their olden homes. 19th of September. I stopped at Tinadir to pay my respects to Calenglad. He warned me that the region grows ever more lawless, and that grey robbers and brigands are a constant threat. It is hard for me to believe that we have fallen so low that we must truly beware of such things. But I place my faith in Aragorn, son of Arathorn, and I trust that he will restore our ancient glory. 20th of September. In truth, this is a strange land. I had wished to feel welcome in these old lands of ours, but there are uncanny things abroad. Strange lights floating in the mere, unnatural snakes, and worse. Last night, I thought I heard wargs howling in the distance. When the kingdom is restored, these things will change. I swear it. 21st of September. I'm sure now that I am being stalked, but not by evil beasts, by men. I hope to make Anummanas tomorrow, though, and surely the Watcher and I will be able to hold off any number of mere brigands and robbers. Evil beasts, men, what's the difference? Change your plans, we'll be here for a while. Oh, okay. No problem. Were you meant to be going out somewhere? Oh, okay. Okay, I am in the right place. That's good. Do you clean up numbness of enemies and take it back by the end of the Evendim story? Not really, no. I mean, you do go around and do stuff for the rangers and that. But I think that it's still, like, messed up. But they can't, there's not really a way of doing it, to be honest, because they'd have to, like, clear all the enemies away and that. It's just sort of like, oh, you've done loads of work for us, you've really helped us, but the fight continues, sort of thing. Right. Done everything here. Now we need to go down somehow. Oh no! Oh no! Where am I? Oh, I guess this is kind of convenient, actually. Well, you did find a way. I was hoping I could cling to the cliffs a bit more, but the game had other ideas. Just ages away. I think I'm gonna have to go back up, not down. Yeah, I'm gonna have to find a way up. Damn it. Almost there. my gosh, how many are in stealth? Hiding from me. I still need to kill 4 more, but they're not gonna spawn, are they? They're in stealth. Okay. I should be able to track them as well. Maybe I can trigger them. Because there was another one. I think 2 more actually. It's like, but this place opens up a beautiful vista over the lake. Yeah, I bet it does. Looks pretty dark. And the water looks green as well, which is kind of sad. Oh sweet, they're respawning again. Oh, I've got to get up there. I think I've almost done my tomb robber deed. Yeah, I have 41 left to kill and then I'll have done the advanced tomb robber massacring deed. You've located the ruins. You see a few tracks but nothing recent. It seems the tomb robbers have not gained entry either. Screw it, I think I'm just gonna port. I'm so lazy. Not when it comes to reading the end.
What do you need?
True.
What can I do for you?
So they have not yet found a way in either. That plays to our advantage.
Greetings.
You found a journal, Nolnardis? Allow me to read it, and perhaps it will shed some light on the fate of Alfred Whitley. This is terrible news. I must now believe that not only Whitley, but my kinsman, Eorthranar, as well, were attacked and slain by tomb robbers. Both now lie in shallow graves.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alas, that a kinsman and a loyal friend should have come to the end of their lives in the ancestral lands of the Dunedain. Alfred Whitley was a good sort, and many of the men that live now in Osferod are of his kind, honest and dependable, and yet there are some in Osferod who stoop to scavenging and robbing the unguarded ruins of Evendim. But to slay one of their kinsmen, this is treachery most foul, Nolnardis. I ask you to warn some other of the watchers of this danger. Sid Waring is a friend to the Dunedain and keeps watch from this very campsite.
This is intolerable.
Who are you? You come from Helakir then? A bit late, friend, but perhaps not too late. I was just attacked by men I know, not far from here. Neighbours out of Osferod who have been driven to evil under the orders of Brychan the Bold. These were men I grew up with, kin even, mad for the wealth they say lies hidden in these old ruins. The robbers that attacked me fear no reprisal. You can hear them, even now, digging away on the island just over there. Teach them a lesson, friend, and recover some of the relics they stole. They may have carried some of the relics to another island camp a bit more to the south. Go to their camps here in Menarain, recover the stolen relics and bring them back to Helakir. Tell them that at least Sid Waring has not forgotten his loyalty, or the other oaths he swore. These are getting annoying. I remember playing Skyrim long ago. Even though I like to take my time with exploration, I still had to force myself sometimes not to use the fast travel. It's tempting even for those looking for complete immersion. Yeah, I bet it can be, yeah. Especially when you're going around the same area, like, several times.
What do you need?
These are exactly what I expected. They may look small to you, but catch the glint of the sun just right and you can signal someone from a great distance.
How can I be of service?
There are mods that remove fast travel. I always prefer fast travel. I don't like it when I can't fast travel. Yeah, that's true. So it is done. Good. It may seem as if I am overly harsh, but if you continue to reject good time and time again, can you be anything but evil?
What can I do for you?
Now we can burn these and give the enemy a fire to watch for at night.
What do you need?
There are a few more within the way of Kings itself, but hopefully we shall soon be rid of the tomb robbers entirely.
What can I do for you?
The hills have been cleared and we are prepared to venture into the way of Kings more boldly.
Stay a moment.
You did excellent work with the tomb robbers, Nolnardis. I believe the hillside is now secure and we can begin to make some moves without expecting a contingent of Angmarim waiting for us. Before we delve into the crypts and tombs within the Way of Kings, we must first do some scouting as to the state of the various buildings and the strength and position of the troops here. Speak with my fellow rangers here and we will help guide you through what needs to be done.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Eventually, once we have the tombs here secured, we will be working to try to link up with the rangers that are standing firm within the city of Inamanas to the west. We cannot risk such a mission without a better understanding of the enemy forces between our camp here and the camp established at
Garthadir. Out here we have space to move, and once we are within the city we can use rooftops and alleyways to traverse unseen. The sticking point is the eastern gate to the city. We will have to pass through that unless we are to go by boat, which is likely a deadlier proposition. Head south of here until a path brings you to the city. From a distance observe the eastern gate, then report back what forces may be there.
Stay a moment.
The path between here and the great city was once one of grandeur and unrivaled beauty. Tombs, crypts, and monuments to those who had ruled the North Kingdom lined the road. You were flooded with a sense of honour, justice, wisdom, and valour. It pains me to look out and see what has become of them. Some destroyed, some empty, robbed of everything but the stones themselves, some swallowed up by the lake. It is not the end that men of that stature deserve. We have not yet taken an accounting of the state of each of the tombs. While you are venturing within the Way of Kings, could you stop by each of them and let me know how time has treated them?
Might I take a moment of your time?
Yeah, he might well be. Yeah. In a short time, we will want to begin exploring the tombs in this area. Oi! Seeing the shape they are in, who is within them, driving out those who now occupy them and recovering precious relics. We cannot do that if we cannot get inside them, though. I sent a request to Tinadir, but none of the keys to these crypts were found within the keep there. Our copies have been lost to history. I have seen many of the denizens of the Way of Kings entering and leaving the tombs, however, and believe some must have keys that they are using. Go out and collect a handful of them and let us see where we can explore. Played this game for almost half a year and never got out the starting zones, even though I own Eriador, Mines of Moria, Lorien, Mirkwood, and Helm's Deep. Oh my god. How come you never did more? Were you role-playing or something? For 6 months, creating new characters and checking out servers. Well, I don't blame you for getting bored. It sounds like what you were doing was boring. It sounds like you weren't really playing. Oops. Do you think you'll ever play again? I started Age of Conan after that and created one character, focused on that character and got to cap level and did some endgame. That sounds good. The doors of Horned Ellender are sealed shut and have not been opened for a long time.
Wanda Valander is slowly being reclaimed by the lake. The door looks like it has been opened recently. Am I supposed to go inside? I don't know if I am actually. I'll see what happens with these quests. I will play Lotro. It's definitely on my list since Blizzard will never fix WoW. I will need another MMO. Gloria, Victus, Esso, and Lotro are on my radar. That's cool. Well, it just makes sense because you bought a load of stuff on Lotro. It would be a shame if you never used it. Hornda Tarandor stands firm and silent. Nothing has disturbed this tomb for many years. Sharp biting orders are snapped from within. The Angmarim are here and they are looking for something within. Esso fits even better. Did you buy lots of stuff for Esso as well? Hornda Elendil is still awesome in its majesty. It has survived the ages better than most. You can hear voices coming from beyond the door to Hornda Elakar. Eldakar. I missed one. I have the main game in SO, I have 5,000 points, but like a very intelligent person, instead of buying expansions, I bought a few costumes. That's what I do. In SO I finished the whole Evenheart side, all zones, got to Daggerfall, Covenant zones, then quit, so I haven't done everything I could in SO, even with my standard account. I have hardly done any content in SO, honestly. I've done the Daggerfall. No, I haven't. I've done the Aldmari Dominion, I think. What am I thinking of? The Thalmor, like, is that the Aldmari Dominion? Oh my god, it's been so long. But I've done the main story with that. I've not done all the side quests. I didn't really. It's like something to do. It's not, I don't love it. It's just something to do. So I haven't really played a lot of it. And and I started Morrowind. I've pretty much started everything. And I started recently, well, I mean, I say recently, but like Grumpy got me Elsewhere when it came out. I did finish like the main quest line. I finished the main quest line and I finished like the Dominion areas quest, like main quest, not the side quest, but the main quest. And I started Elsewhere because Grumpy got it for me. Oh, and I also did the Black Marsh. I finished the storyline there as well. Angmar's forces here are numerous and strongly encamped. My only problem with this though is it looks kind of bland. The graphics, I mean. Yeah. That game doesn't have a feel or look to it like WoW does, or even Lotro. Yeah, the textures are dirt. The textures are seriously dirt. And it's really sad because Lotro is far older and the textures are far nicer. I use reshade in ESO, which helps a lot with the colors and with making it sharper as well, so it makes it look much better. But it doesn't fix the textures. Tarkil is a shell of its former self. Time and the lake have reclaimed its glory. Alright, I need 2 more relics. I think there's supposedly one in here. Oh, okay, that aggroed 4 of them. One more relic, which is close to camp. Seems I picked up some in both of these little ruins, but there was a second one I didn't pick up. Oh, looks like there were a few more quests.
Stay a moment.
The depths, both of the lake and the tombs, contain many things we do not yet understand. These creatures are now roaming the Way of Kings are one such example of that. We call them Kergrim, but are not sure what they are, other than that they feed upon the remains of the dead. I do not know if they are lizard, twisted men, or something else, something more ancient and foul. What I do know is they are very territorial and hostile, and they stand between us and the tombs. They must be cleared out if we are to advance further. Head into the Way of Kings and defeat several of them so we can advance.
Might I take a moment of your time?
We are close to having finally driven the tomb robbers from Evendim entirely. There is a small group of them working within the Way of Kings. This was part of their agreement with Angmar. Now that their brethren in the hills are gone, I doubt that Angmar will be eager to protect them. If we can thin their numbers from the remainder may flee Evendim for good. Let them run to the barrows of Angmar or the Shire and deal with the guardians there, creatures far more frightening than you or I.
How can I be of service?
That many, you say? This presents a dilemma I must ponder for a while.
Greetings.
It is good to know that the relics the tomb robbers stole have been recovered, and now we know the name of one of the leaders of this gang. We must move swiftly to protect the remaining ruins, Nolnardis.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Glirion, one of my kinsmen, guards a third ruin. Seek him out and warn him of these freshly emboldened tomb robbers. Glirion is at a ruin atop one of the highest hills in Menarain, overlooking the lake. You will have to go to some effort to work your way up through these highlands to find him, as only faint traces of the old roads through the hills still remain. Make haste, Nolnardis. Glirion may already be in danger.
How can I be of service?
So, 4 are being used, 1 lies destroyed and 1 is dormant, and Elendil has retained its majesty. We will have to do something about the 4 that are open, and quickly, I fear.
What can I do for you?
I will compare these against our records and see where you may have just gained access to. Alright, he's all the way up there. So let's go and find Glirion. I wonder if SO would have been more popular if instead for realistic looks they went more colourful and cartoony, like nothing too colourful. Like Oblivion maybe. Maybe. I think what they were trying to do was make it look like Skyrim. Because they kind of marketed it originally as being like Skyrim Online. But it would have been good if they'd gone for something more... I don't know. Something that would have lasted longer. That wouldn't look outdated so fast.
What do you need?
It is good that you have come. These robbers are fools indeed if they expect to find treasure in these ruins, or at least any treasure in which they would be interested. I trust you are ready to fight. Surely you have seen the signs. They are preparing to make their attack even now. Look to your weapons. Here they come. There's no time to rest. Something with his soul. You know, you effed up when a Fortnite shooter has an identity. In Fortnite, a shooter has an identity and a feel to it, but your MMORPG based on Elder Scrolls doesn't. Yeah. I think that's a lot of them. No! Too fast. Too much sliding. Maybe I can sort of go on that roof bit? This was a mistake. Oh my god, it wasn't. That was perfect. And I'm right where I need to be, because this is where the Kergrim are. No, no, then jumps from Mount Everest. You survived. I know. I don't think I would have if the roof hadn't been slippery. I think it was the slippery roof of the tomb which saved me. But I really wasn't expecting it. I thought I would just die. It was actually awesome. I think my biggest problem with Lotro was the creation of multiple characters. Changing of the servers. Next time I will make one character, concentrate on it like I did in Age of Conan. Yeah, that's the best thing to do because there's just so much to do in the game that there's not really any need to make another character. Unless you're like jump from servers and stuff. But the best thing to do really is just to find a server you want to be on. Preferably with the people that you know are on there. Like regularly. And then just sort of go from there. In my Steam it says 500 hours of Lotro, never got out the starting zones. That is pretty insane. To be fair, I've got several thousand hours of Lotro, and I've barely been at endgame for long. I haven't even had a, like, capped character in years.
How can I be of service?
Good, perhaps that will get us a little more room to explore within the area.
What can I do for you?
This is good. I sense this business with the tomb robbers is about to come to its final blow.
Greetings.
It was happy chance or some benevolent fate that brought you to Glirion in time to aid him. You have my thanks once again, Nalnadis. We must strike against these tomb robbers, friend, before they attack again.
Stay a moment.
The time has come to strike a decisive blow against the tomb robbers of Evendim, Nalnadis, and you are just the high elf to do it. Sid Waring mentioned a man named Brycan the Bold. I believe he is the leader of a powerful gang of tomb robbers, the same gang that murdered Alfred Whitley and my kinsman, Yorthranar, injured Sid Waring and stole the relics he guarded, and attacked both you and Galerion high atop the peaks above Menarain. Brycan has a home in Osferod to the northeast of Tinadir. Return to the mainland and follow the road north from the crossroads of Canadiach until you arrive at Osferod. Look for Brycan the Bold and confront him.
What can I do for you?
So you've thinned their numbers, found the various tomb entrances and secured keys to them. I think it is time you went underground.
Stay a moment.
Insane. I have characters on a lot of servers, but I've been playing for 13 years. I have a lot of characters as well. Also, hey Ginger, how are you doing? Well, I did experience all the classes though. I liked Warden a lot. My only problem with Warden is that when I was looking at my skill bar instead of the game most of the time. Well, the Master was also very fun to play. If you liked the Warden, then you should definitely make a Warden and stick with them. No, wait! The Runekeeper. The Runekeeper's really good. Runekeeper. With the threats thinned, the crypts scouted, and these keys in hand, we are ready to venture into the tombs within the Way of Kings. We will focus on the 4 you discovered to be opened. Haunter. Earender, Haunter Valander, Haunter Arantar, and Haunter Eldacar. We have each spent some time researching these crypts and reviewing our notes from what we have seen while posted here. There is much to do.
Might I take a moment of your time?
Alas, the tale of the North Kingdom is one of tragedy. Earender, son of Elender, was the last king of Anor, before his sons splintered the North Kingdom into the realms of Arthedaim, Cardolan, and Ruadar. Unfortunately, much lore of those final days was lost with him. He rests still in his tomb, Haunter Earender, and with him, we believe, some fragments of the knowledge of the last days of Anor. Would you perhaps venture into the tomb and take rubbings of any engravings you might find there? Be wary, for I do not doubt that enemies, beasts, or the elements have invaded that tomb, as they have so many others here.
Stay a moment.
The tomb robbers have found their place, where they will make their final stand within the tomb of Haunter Earender. They now scramble to take whatever they can. Once they have enough, they will leave Evendim, never to return. Once you enter, they will have nowhere to go, and we can end this once and for all on our terms. None shall go unpunished for the acts they have committed against our ancestors. Head to Haunter Earender and defeat whatever tomb robbers you find within. End this today, Nolnadis.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Runekeeper, yes, all stuns are fun. That's the only class I have trouble playing, can't quite get a rhythm with them. Yeah, I'm not, like, super keen on them as well, but I don't really know why. I think it's, like, the skills don't feel satisfying to me. I liked it a lot, the animations, the skills was great, though I don't think I will make a caster as a main if I come back. I enjoy more the melee classes. Either Warden or the Champion, typical warrior class. Wardens seem much more fun though. Champions I think are kind of boring. Because it's basically all the skills are just damage. When we came here we thought the only trouble that we would have in these tombs would be a few robbers and then making sure the walls did not come down upon us. No one foresaw the Kurgrim, whatever they are. All I know is that they are vicious carrion feeders that will sooner kill you than look at you. A group of them have taken to living within Hornda Valander. That is a problem I need you to rectify.
Might I take a moment of your time?
To play properly a warden, you must have a photographic memory. You don't have to play them properly, you can play them however you want. Valander was one of the kings who ruled over Numenas during its glory years. He was a wise and just man, and he was known to his people by his scepter. As he judged a case or complaint, he would carefully ponder the words that were being said. To maintain order, only those holding his scepter were allowed to speak. When he had made a decision, the scepter would shine with a white light. We had thought the scepter lost to history, but recently I have seen a Kurgrim stalking around Hornda Valander holding it. I believe he makes his nest within the tomb. We must have Valander's scepter returned to us.
Stay a moment.
Upon taking the throne, each of the rulers of Numenas was given a ring by the Blue Lady. This signified their right to rule and also identified them to others from outside the kingdom. It has long been rumoured that these rings also had some form of extra power. Not like the rings of power themselves, mind you, but something else. I believe Arantar's ring may still be in his tomb, and that is what Angmar is desperately searching for. See if you can find it first.
Could I speak with you a moment?
We know little about the reign of Arantar. I have been in his tomb before, a modest place indeed. He was clearly of some importance and must have done something of worth, but that knowledge has been lost to us. However, like all the kings of the north, he wielded a ring gifted to him by the Blue Lady. Legend has it that some virtue resides within the ring, though of no power as significant as the rings of power. Nevertheless, it is the prize for which the Angmarim search. I am certain of it. Head to Hornda Arantar and drive the Angmarim out. Let them know that they have a formidable foe to deal with, and the tomb robbers will protect them no longer.
Could I speak with you a moment?
We still do not have a grasp onto why Angmar has come here, and why now. There must be a reason that eludes us. One step we can take to try to figure it out is to see if we can get our hands on the orders of one of their leaders' carries. I have seen one of them near the entrance of Hornda Eldakar. I believe he is leading the searching there. Find him within and recover the orders from him. Then bring them back here, and maybe we can begin to unravel this mystery.
Would you do something for me?
Unlike Hornda Arantar, where the Angmarim are just ransacking and destroying the crypt, the searching at Hornda Eldakar seems to be much more methodical. Very little has been removed thus far. Whatever they are looking for there must be of great importance to their purpose here in Numenas. We must delay them while we recover what their goal is. If you were to drive out the party currently researching within, it would buy us valuable time. A future raider right there. No, I'm not interested in reading. Well, it would be nice to. But I'm not, like, too bothered. Why am I still in combat? Oh, that's why. Hey, Firefansu. No, I'm not wearing any. But I mean, I meant it to be like a makeup stream, as in making up for not doing a stream on Sunday. Because I didn't feel very well on Sunday, so I didn't stream. How are you doing? One more robbing I need. Oh, I can use these. There we go. Valanda, Eldcar, Barantar, Scepter. Looks like it's in here. Ugh. That was gross. Bone Eater. He must have the scepter. Yeah. I need a ring. I'm almost done actually. I think 2 more tombs. Arantar and Eldacar. And once I've done these quests, I think I'll finish for today. The ring is not here. No, because it's probably going to be right at the back. I bet that one in the middle is gonna have it. Oh, what do you know? Hey! Looking within the tomb, you notice a glint. You found Arantar's ring. Oh, typical. Oh, I'm at maximum reputation with the Wardens of Anomanas. I did not know that. That's awesome. Oh, I haven't actually. I haven't been to the festival yet. And hey, Middle-earth Maiden, how are you? I should definitely have a look at some point because I want to look. I want to see what the rewards are. It's a beautiful new mount. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely had to have a look. An elk? Oh my god. Sold. Sold. And the cosmetics for this year are stunning. That's really cool. Yeah. I'll have to have a look. I was kind of like, festival. But, yeah, I should definitely see that. Hey Shadow Lieutenant, how are you doing? I'm just doing some quests in Evendim. And I'm just about done for these ones. So I will head back and hand them in, and then I think I will finish up the stream. Because I need to get ready to go out. I'm gonna go to the cinema with Grumpy and see Maleficent 2. I'm comfy like a hobbit. That's good. Are you 12? Yes, I'm 12. Hey, Hobbs. I don't know. He just like... He said the other day, oh, Maleficent 2 is coming out. Do you want to go and see it? And I was like, why not? So we booked it and now we're gonna see it, I guess. I saw the first one. It was okay. But he knows I like Disney films, so... I'm more looking forward to when Frozen 2 comes out.
Greetings.
Exactly. They're family films. They're not like kids' films. They're family films. Yes, this indeed is Arantar's ring. I will see that it gets sent to Tinodir immediately. They will soon learn to fear our approach thanks to you. I can understand much of this, but I can make out... I cannot understand much of this, but I can make out a name. A Marthiel. Does that mean anything to you?
Greetings.
I do not yet know their ultimate purpose, but I know we have set it back, if only ever so slightly.
What do you need?
So it is safe to venture within then?
Greetings.
This scepter is amazing. It is difficult to believe that after all these years, it is still intact.
What can I do for you?
Thank you, Leonardus. These rubbings will help us piece together an important part of our history.
Greetings.
That is one threat we shall never again have to worry about.
How can I be of service?
You've done so much to help us preserve these tombs and crypts, Leonardus. If the rulers below still lived, I know they would honor and praise you.
Stay
These shoulders are actually better than what I'm wearing. Now I'm allied to the hobbits. That's good. I have just received word that our encampment in Innermanas is under heavy and near constant assault. Echad Garthadir is our one foothold in the city itself, and we cannot afford to lose it. I believe that we can handle what is left to do here within the tombs. Please journey to Echad Garthadir and join the fight there. And I will, but not today, because I think it's time for me to go and get ready and stuff. I love the first one. Nantar's Ring. You guys are whack. Also, recently I really wanted a private Lotro server. So we can fix the game. Panic? What's with the panic? Anyways. It is Anantar's Ring. I don't really know much about Anantar. So I can play Shadows of Angmar again and not this shit. Oh, okay. Oh, what? But why is there a tomb for him in Innermanas? That's really weird. And the ranger said it wasn't like the Rings of Power. I'm gonna have to go now anyways, because I need to get ready and stuff. But yeah, thank you all for watching and stuff and hanging out, and have a good weekend. Hopefully I'll be back on Sunday. Antar means Lord of the Gifts. It's what Sauron called himself when he tried to trick the elves. Oh, okay. Cool. But yeah, have a good weekend everyone, and see you next time. Bye.